business. Zoning training. We've always had another person that could help out with zoning in case our zoning administrator was sick or were not available, or just would have a few more hours. Ben has filled in. He is doing 3 hours instead of the 6 hours on Tuesday, and he does the 6 hours on Friday. We have an opportunity to have some in-house training with this, with Casey being the FOIA coordinator. She's already here. She could help fill in for those 3 hours, or anytime that she's here, she could help somebody with zoning questions if she would have tutelage under Ben. Ben has informed me that he is probably 18 months to 2 years, and he'll probably retire. Okay. Casey has went and paid for Citizen Planet on her own, which was, you know how much that was?
$250.
$250. So that was $250. So that is the first step to becoming a zoning administrator. The other is zoning administrator training, which is, the deadline is December 7th. So that's why she asked me to bring it up to the meeting. Being that it's about 2 to 3 hours a week at $15 an hour, it's $575 for the training. It is not gratuitous for anybody to take that training and get paid back for it. This allows us to increase and improve our staff from within. So that's what I was asked to do. Ben said he would love to have the help, and he would love to have somebody if he needed a day sick, or he was out sick, or just somebody for training in the future to be a possible move forward if he were to retire. So that's what I'm bringing to the board. Do you have any questions or comments on that? Anybody? I mean, that doesn't mean that this person would get that Casey would be the next zoning administrator that would come up, but it's training people into those positions. So, I mean, I know I've had conversations, and there's been people that have had a few wonders about it, and I didn't know, I just wanted to make sure, because this came up, and like I said, she went out to the initiative and spent the $280 on the one, but she just doesn't want to have to spend the $575 for the zoning administrator training. Because it's what is it, 7 segment? 3 of them are online and 4 are in person.
Yeah, it's like it's like 2 days in Mount Pleasant.
But before that, there are segments. There are segments before.
Yeah, different modules online.
Yep. It's the way the state does their training with their modules. So, does anybody think that we need to do this, or I think we need to have somebody else trained in house for emergencies? So, no. No. Does anybody have a motion to accept the training for her to go ahead and give us the zoning administrator training? The first step. Land divisions stuff would be other training, but Ben can do the land divisions for right now. Those things can wait a week or so if somebody wasn't here. So, I'll make the motion that we allow Casey to go to the training for zoning administrator in February. Okay. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. That was 3, 2. I just need a motion to adjourn. That's it. That's all we got. Okay. All in favor? Aye. Okay. Thank you all for coming. Anybody else? Okay. All right. So first thing is we made a mistake last meeting. We got to correct it with we need to revote for the training of the deputy clerk for the zoning training. The deadline is already passed, so I need a motion to approve the training for the deputy clerk for zoning. Anybody on a motion? I'll make the motion. Anybody second? Okay, so there is no training for the deputy clerk or for the zoning training. It was an improper vote, so it's taken care Alright, Manistee Contractual Services Agreement. This is a contractual service agreement, basically they prepare all of our taxes, winter, summer, assessment changes, they do it for everybody in the county because of the mass printing, the mass, folding, stuffing, all of that. So this is to prepare all the tax bills, all of the assessment change notices, and all of that. And per parcel for townships this time around, it is $491. It was $479. That covers the preparation of all of our tax rolls, summer and winter, and it's change notices. So I need a motion to approve that.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Good. That one. Okay. And resolution to adopt poverty guidelines. So what this is, we have to do this every year, either in December or January. And this is the federal guidelines, put standards out for the level of poverty depending. Then this next one, assistant zoning person, I think I sent you all an email, I hope I did, that Ben wants to cut back his hours. He was only a 1 day a week guy here. And then when Bob left, he filled in for Bob, and he would like to cut back in the next month or two at the longest. So, my question for you is, do we want an assistant zoning person on Tuesdays to cover his hours? Because that was the day that he was filling in for. And do I have permission to put an advertisement out in the paper to start collecting applications for that?
My biggest concern, well, I have a couple. How long is Ben gonna be around? And then, I don't mean around, but Ben's
Before he's
gonna
gonna retire.
Ben's gonna wanna retire at some point.
Yep.
If he's already talking about scaling his hours back, should we be trying to find a new zoning administrator? Cause it's not like we can just, not like there's time to go, and it takes time.
Well, with Ben, he has not talked about retiring at all. This was hours that put a lot of crimp on him and his other stuff there, so I think it's too hard for him.
I'm just trying to think out a little bit there,
Well, if we hired an assistant, that kind of gives us somebody that moves up if ever possible, be the head of zoning administrator if he wants to retire. I don't want to force the guy out.
No, I don't either, I just,
Has he talked about retiring? He just wants to.
No, he's not retired.
yes, I'm just,
No, that's a good point.
yeah, I would probably wanna retire fully if I was his age too,
Well, he's still working at Western.
Yeah.
3 days, he just doesn't wanna work 5 days a week anymore. I think he works 2 days in Wexford and he wants to do 5 days a week. Anybody got any other? I'd like to put one out for an assistant, is that
Right.
all right?
Yeah. I think we should go more than just the paper though,
Okay.
Nobody looks at paper anymore.
Where else can we put it in?
Indeed.
Leads, a recruiter.
I'll make up one, you guys put it in there if you want. Okay, I'll give
Indeed
it
is
to her.
expensive.
Who's expensive?
Indeed.
The paper is expensive.
Yeah, that's
If
true
we can
too.
afford it, unless you're gonna park, I'm sure we can get. Yeah, no shit.
How long do we wanna run it for?
I think we wanna have a decision for the next meeting, right, 2-3 weeks? That work?
I would think, it depends on,
It looks like it's coming down.
depends on when we get the ad up. Do we have any, we have a.
I'll write something up tomorrow.
What
We
do
gotta
we
go
do?
over
We
it.
should do groups. Oh, that's a good idea.
Yep.
We should do that.
I'll tell you what, I need one of you to come up with some ideas where to put it, and we can put it wherever we wanna put it. But I will write something up, I'll find out the requirements from Ben, what it would, what certifications. we need.
put it in the paper.
Yeah, we'll put it in the paper to start with, and then we can find another location next time.
I didn't know how long to run it for.
2 weeks.
Run
Let's
for
go
2 weeks and interview for 2? Yeah.
before the next meeting, that's fine, we can do that. Let's see, what do we got here, date wise? Say we get it out there by let's run the ad till, we're not gonna be able to make next week. Let's run the ad until like the 9th of May, and then we'll interview after that. No, go the 15th of May, I'm sorry, because that gives us one, next week put it in 1, 2, it gives us 3 full weeks after that, okay?
So run
15th of May.
until,
15th
run
of May.
daily?
Well, yeah, a couple times a week at least. I don't know how that works.
Running it daily is gonna be expensive. Run twice a week?
Do a single column ad,
Once a week?
single column instead of a big,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Do it a couple times a week and then put it on, I don't know what it is, if it's groups, I've never done them, so. Okay.
And run it until May what?